Hi, I'm Sarah Wilder, and this is part 23D of Surviving the Man I Married. Where we left off in part C was I was lying on the floor. Jim had poisoned me. He had just used the fake EpiPen, the practice EpiPen. He is the cowboy now. Jim is not home. Jim is gone. The cowboy is in control, and he's terrifying. He's hateful. He's tried to kill me 5 other times. I did not know that at this time. I was unaware. This was the 6th time Jim had poisoned me, to my knowledge, at that moment, only the first. But that was the first time I lay there going, he's going to let me die. This is deliberate. I'm watching him. I can hear him. I can hear what he's doing. He's making very deliberate, strategic movements to let me die on this blankety blank floor. So he leaves me. I'm hoping 2 things. When he goes in the living room, I can hear him. Please, dear God, don't get rid of the evidence. Do not throw away that practice EpiPen because I need it. I need it for the cops because I'm going to call the cops. And the second thing was that he wasn't getting a pillow off the couch to come sofa pillow to come suffocate me. It would be very easy. He was over 6'2", 275 plus pounds. I mean, this would not be hard. I'm already incapacitated on the floor. And what's my 5-pound toothless Pomeranian going to do about it? What's my 1-year-old wiener dog going to do about it? Nothing. My neighbors sure as shit aren't going to do anything about it. And actually, I'm not sure the police would either. But guess what he does? There's no pillow. I could see the EpiPen in his back pocket, the fake one. It's there, so that's good. And there's no pillow. He gets his phone out and asks if I need him to call for help. And I go, you bet, you bet. I need that. So he calls for help right away, which I'm shocked. Then I kind of thought, well, maybe it's a fake call. And I lay there and I'm listening. And yes, my body is afflicted. It's wrung out. It's inside out. Everything is prolapsed. I'm a wreck and my brain is dimming and I know it. I could feel it. Like, I don't know how to describe the feeling in my brain of stars and like a tinkling and a fading all at once. I hear him on the phone and I can hear a muffled 911 operator on the other end. So I know that's happening and that's good. He comes back in to tell me that help is coming. They're on the way. But he doesn't stay with me. He goes in the other room. I can hear that he is putting the dogs in their crate, which is in the front room. So that's good. And he goes, I can hear the door snap shut. So the dogs are in the crate. So I'm laying there on the floor waiting for first responders to arrive. Jim's in the front room. And it seemed like time sped up the minute they got there. Through a sea of table and chair legs, because I was facing the front door, laying on my left side, I could see big, heavy boots, fireman boots. You know, after the door popped open, I could hear the greeting. They came in. You could hear the chafing of their heavy fire suits they wear. I could hear I'll never forget the chafing of their fireman suit pants and the sleeves on their big, heavy jackets. And the paramedics were there too. So the paramedics were the first ones to come into the laundry room to find me there. Absolutely humiliating. I was completely naked, and Jim had at least put some puppy pads over the top of the sea of ick, and it was a sea of ick. It was all on the pads, and then many times throughout the ordeal, that stuff threatened to breach the edges, the waterproof edges of those pads, but it never did, and they were covered up. That was covered up, in case you wondered. So the paramedics get there, and it quickly becomes apparent it's just too crowded in there. So the senior paramedic, the woman, asked Jim to please get me something to wear. I don't want to move and sit up or stand up because now the house is full of men and strangers, and I want to be covered up. So before I'm sat on a chair where they can work on me, Jim grabs a towel from the clean laundry pile on top of the dining room table and wipes me down and cleans me up, gets me all cleaned up, puts the towel on the floor to cover stuff up, puts a puppy pad on the chair. I sit on the pad on the chair, cleans me up, puts my nightgown on, and then he steps out of the way. He steps out of the way and goes into the living room. There's a lot of voices. I remember thinking, gosh, for just the fire department and the paramedics, there's kind of a lot of voices. What I don't realize is the police department is there. And by the way, if I haven't mentioned it, this is American Fork, Utah. So American Fork Fire Department and Police Department are in the house, but I cannot see the police. And the senior paramedic proceeds to instruct the young male, he's a trainee, to find a vein and get an IV started right away, that they need to get some medication into me. But my veins are shot. My veins are shot. At the same time, they're putting the little thing on your finger to measure your oxygen in your blood. And that comes back shocking. That was the first thing where she expressed surprise and shock. I'll tell you that in a minute. But he looks and looks, can't find a vein. They even go down to my feet and try to find a vein in my feet, and none of the veins will cooperate. They keep like flattening out, flattening out. They can't get a line in me. Then she checks my pulse ox, and guess what it is? It's not 100, not 99. It's not even in the 90s. It was 84%. And she's like, I don't understand. I thought she'd had 2 EpiPens. She looks at the fireman, gestures for him to come in. He comes in, and I'm in a chair now. I could see him. I can't turn my head much. I'm just huge. I'm just huge. My face is, my throat, everything's big, and I'm just kind of like this. A fireman comes in on my right-hand side, and she tells him, did you hear the dispatcher say that he was a cop and a paramedic, had a long career doing both? And the fireman nods his head. He goes, yeah, I heard that over the radio too. She said, listen, something's not right. I need you to go get the, he said, and did you also hear she got 2 EpiPens? The caller said he gave the victim, the patient, 2 EpiPens. Did you hear that? And she said, the fireman said, yes, I heard that as well. So she instructs him to go get the 2 EpiPens. She wants to see them. She's probably going to check them to see if they worked properly, whatever. She wanted to see the pens. I'm going to stop here for the next part. So we're going to go on to 23E. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in a minute.